Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules, as always. You are a treasure here. Today, as you can see, I am trying out a new method to stream where we can do a vertical and a horizontal. So you may be catching me through your horizontal live stream, or you may be getting me on your vertical feed. So, as the title has stated, the channel has now hit 3,000 subscribers. I think when I woke up, it was at 3,002. We are now at 3,000, so it fluctuates up and down. So I do want to welcome everyone to Jules Gems X at Area 5T1, where we do discuss the 5Ts. We talk about transition, triathlon trends, teaching, and tips. In trucks, I'm sorry, on the last one. Trucks, we talk about the resto mod the on my Gem X, which is my Nissan Xterra, that I am doing a resto mod on. I do want to ask, as you come on here, if you're new to the channel, please do hit a like and subscription. Like I said, we have just hit the 3,000 mark. Our goal this year is to hit 5,100. Many things we have seen going on lately. On this channel, we do like to talk. We will talk a lot of politics as long as we do keep it respectful. Religion is kind of something I like to stay away from. I am an atheist and I don't mind talking about it. I have been through two major religions in the United States, but I do have subscribers with religious trauma that we do keep it out of the stream. So please, that is something I don't like to bring up in the stream. I'm just trying to get this camera best to center it with both streams. So like I said, welcome. Please do hit that like and subscribe button. We are trying to just basically, have a good time here. We're trying to, speak with each other, have good conversations, and that's what the channel is about. Today, I will probably be doing two streams, and this one later on. I may do a couple of videos. I do have a couple of things to do on my bike, so I will show that to you. Currently, I've already signed up for 2 triathlons for this year. So right up here are the 2 signups for the 2 triathlons I have signed up for. Awesome, Joseph. So I have signed up for 2 triathlons. I've got the spring and the other one here, which will be the first one's in May, second one's in August, and then there'll be a third one in October. So I do want to welcome everyone. Please do hit that like button, subscribe. Let's keep this channel growing. Let's make it to that 5,100 as soon as possible. So let's keep going. I'm trying out different screens. I kind of liked this one better. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. So one thing I did do this month, I actually did it last night. I did sign up for a subscription to StreamYard. So that's how I'm being able to bring you this, where we are streaming vertical and horizontal. So you can get me on your shorts feed now, your um, or on the or on your TV. You can even get this on your TV. Thank you, Rio for Life. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Um, yeah, our goal is to hit 5,100. We like doing things in increments of 51. So technically, it would have been good to get 35. Yeah, 3570. That would have been our ultimate goal. So getting uh, 570 more would have been, but it was cool to hit that 3,000 mark. Uh, it was fun. One thing I have noted, I will note that I did do a couple of promotion. I did promote a couple of videos on YouTube. That's what did help boost the channel. So hopefully it will boost it more, uh, so we get more people. Thank you, ET Lizard. So everyone is aware we have hit 3,000 subs. That's what we're sitting at right now. If you are new to the channel, please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We also doing something new today in which we are streaming off a StreamYard, and it does allow me to have a vertical and a uh, horizontal stream, which I am liking. I'm just actually watching myself side by side right now. It's actually pretty funny. Um, so it's it's cool to try the new functions on this. I tried it on YouTube and nothing. Um, so they're you know hopefully we continue to be able to get some more uh, information on the channel. There's a couple of things I've been trying to show on here. Um, and I'm sure many of you have seen, what's going on in Minneapolis. And um, recently, I kind of started thinking about it. And my friend actually went through a similar experience to what's going over there now that they're doing house raids. Um, and I actually have footage from their doorbell cam when HSI or Homeland Security came in and raided their home. I got to see if I have it on this computer. Um, yeah, it does, and so so it's nice because now I can have my cell phone on the side. Um, I should check if it's on my vertical feed on my cell phone, because I did find myself on the top of the on my as far as lives, I did find myself right on the front page of YouTube, which is good. Hopefully, we can start getting more people in here. Um, like I said, right now I have the hashtags. I've figured out the hashtag situation. Like you can't add too many hashtags, and I was so it was the best thing to slow down on them, because then they can just um, you know um, actually slow your podcast down. um, Yeah, and so they're saying clip that and then got it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'd have to check it. I usually sometimes what I'll do with the live streams, I will clip sections of it, and then clip. I will also on videos. I will also do clips. Yeah, and I've been doing like the streams for just a little over a year and a half, so I still have to figure everything out. Well, you know, Naomi Megan's has had hers for a while, and their ex-Mormon Snark has been it's been up for just a little bit, but it has been a great channel to be on. I've actually got I actually transcribed their matriarchal blessing. That was fun. That was a great cast. I thought they did a great job at what they did. Oh, it was funny because, in fact, the other day when they were doing the prepping one, I was on my way home from work and I went on there and said, I'm on my way home from Kolob where I was spelunking, and I saw a bunch of cans. So yeah, it was hilarious. I actually transcribed it. I went back to the video, listened to it section by section, and 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 transcribed it. I don't know. I may make it into a nice little scroll or something. So kind of a chilly day out here in San Diego today. You can see I'm actually got my hoodie on. I'm just waiting for it to warm up a little bit. And I'm going to go for a run and a bike ride, I think, today. Start prepping for triathlons. I didn't turn on all my lights. I should have today now that I can do these double live streams. Also, I'm going to ask everyone, please. I know ET Lizard, you have voted for Thomas. He did make the second round of votes. You can vote every day for free. So yeah, Thomas is in the second round for America's Favorite Pet. For those of you that don't know, Thomas is my Dalmatian mix that is deaf, communicates with sign language, loves to play ball and tug of war. Here's the link for you to go and vote for him for America's Favorite Pet. Hopefully it will pay off for him. Right now he is in 16th place. It was the top 20 that made the cut. So I wanted, hopefully we can move him upward in the rankings. So welcome everyone. If you are just joining us, my name is Jules. All of you are my gems. Um, and welcome to Area 5T1, where we do discuss the 5Ts. We talk about transition, we talk triathlon, we talk trends, teaching, and trucks. When we talk trucks, we talk about the 2008 Nissan Xterra that I am doing a resto mod to. So feel free to jump in. Today we're doing an early stream and we're going to be doing a um, a late stream also around, I'm going to say around 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. That'll give me plenty of time after this to go out to go and do some things. I got a couple of things to do to my bike for that I will be using for the triathlons, and also uh, a couple of small things to do to GemX. GemX is the Xterra for those of you that are new to the channel. That I am currently resto mod, and we, I will try to get some video footage on GemX this weekend as I do some work to it. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time, I will be doing on here a live stream with Kathy of the Glade. She is one of my moderators, and we will be live streaming together. So that should be fun. I always love live streaming with others. My first live stream on here was with Exmo Joe, and that went well. Actually, my first live stream on here was with a young lady in England, in the UK. Her name is Colaberry. Then Exmo Joe, and I know I've done with Megan on here, and Deja and Ryuki. So it's always fun to jump onto a stream with your subscribers. We got Thomas barking in the background. I don't know what's up with him. So yeah, we got, let's see. I'm gonna play some. ET Lizard, which episodes are you looking for? Oh, thanks, ET Lizard. It's greatly appreciated. At least it's going for a good cause. Oh, threw him up to 12. That means that, to me, that means that the voting is. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's excited. He got more votes, probably. He knows. I wish they would let us put a video of the dogs on there. Thank you. And it actually goes for a good cause, because a friend of mine, she has her cat on there, and she was thinking that it was almost like a scam at one point. And she, was doubting everything, because and it turns out that I looked it up. I went down the rabbit hole to make sure it was legit, and it is legit. Just like, anything that we in the Exmo community look at. We go down those rabbit holes. Like right now, I'm trying to really look at what all, like this in I've been watching my friend Jenny Gage's channel, and really what we're starting to see in all these invasions of different cities, and really it's all about control and uh, basically, um, you know, hello Amari, welcome to the stream. What we're seeing is really the it's really about control of these cities. It's not anything else, but I think it's trying to claim control onto the government. Um, so the more cities, the right or the left controls, it's just now they're calling for a recount on, from what I understand, it's a recount on 5 states elections, to hopefully to see that they show that he was actually the vector, it's your Victor, back in 2020, the time of the insurrection. Which, why? Just accept defeat and, go on with life. It happened, you've done it. So now just go on. I'm trying to watch how this channel is working, because I'm trying to, like I said, I'm gauging how the new streaming service. I'm going through StreamYard, so it's feeding. Or, well, yeah, but they're see, also what's going to happen is they're going to fix the vote in there now. Um, are any of you finding me in the vertical feeds? Yeah, et. Jenny did do a live stream with me. We did an interview together, where she interviewed me, and has a lot to do with the memo that was recently put out by the Attorney General, Pam Bondi. She, and basically it states that trans advocates would be considered domestic terrorists. So that's why I had to kind of take a different path on my channel. I hated to do it. Yeah, and I had watched Jenny originally on Cults of Consciousness, and then when Joe contacted me and was starting a Church of Korihor, I kind of got to know Jenny in, how can I say it, in the background, because she was a luminary and the Second Herald there for a while, and then from there, Yeah, it was very good. She's great, a great speaker, you know, and obviously we all know where that comes from. First of all, T. Mitchell, I'm an atheist, so I don't believe in God, and um, ICE is, there's not good things coming from the. I had an uncle. He was uh, worked for U.S. Customs, and in fact, he was high up in U.S. Customs, and if he saw what they're doing now, they're it's an abomination, really. We're not safer. You're really what you're watching on the media. You're watching uh, the media like Fox and all that. Watch true independent media. Watch the Midas Touch. Watch um, people that have boots on the ground here on YouTube, and you'll see what's really going on there. What are you going to do when they come knocking at your door? They are going after regular people now. Exactly, ET. It's propaganda that's going on there. Um, T. Mitchell taking. We're not going to take it. It's you're starting to see uh, armies from the European Union coming to protect it. Yes, Sleepy Raccoon, I agree with you. We are in more danger. They are now invading people's homes. Um, yes, England, I believe Germany, and France are coming in, and the Swiss. Uh, and the English have one of the best special forces units around. Welcome back, Immortal. Welcome to the stream. Actually, your name sounds familiar, but I don't remember you completely. I get that question all the time. It's usually people that try to criticize what we talk about on here. So basically, you're trying to promote yourself and be a promoter when people come back and say, I'm back. Do you remember me? You're trying to show yourself off. So yeah, what we're seeing here is just you know an excessive use of force by an agency that shouldn't be. The Border Patrol agents that uh, are out there should not be more than 100 miles away from the border. Also, when still it it's still not right. They have a certain religion. I mean, religion, certain protocol that they need to follow. Hello, Melody. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm doing a little different today. I'm trying to see if it goes vertical. And so tell me if you found it on vertical, like on shorts, and or horizontal in well, that's the problem, T. Mitchell. Making your own rules is not what the U.S. government was based on. There should be a checks and balances system. That's what was made. Okay, so it is working. It was made in checks and balances, and that's where the government is not working, because he's just trying to he doesn't know his constitutional limitations. And if I'm going to tell you something, T. Mitchell, if anybody knows their uh, uh, their law better than anybody, it will be most of those citizens that are legal, that immigrated over here. And first of all, T. Mitchell, why don't you tell me where you were born and where your family originated from? Because most people of white skin that are here in the United States are actually the immigrants. Actually, probably 99.9%, because the Indian tribes that were here were the ones that are the true Americans. So trying to take the land away from them is not proper. Okay, thank you for telling me that, Melody, because now I am. Yeah, because now I found. Okay, so that makes you an immigrant too, T. Mitchell. So ICE can come and get you too. Yeah, so now my stream, I'm using StreamYard now, and you can use it vertical and horizontal, both. But you say you're from Europe. Many of these people are from Mexico, El Salvador, and stuff, and they're American because they've gotten their citizenship. It doesn't change things. You're still an immigrant. And that's what he's saying, that the purest bloodline of the U.S. should be the ones taken out. You'd be surprised how many of the people that they're taking actually, I should say. Well, said Melody, he doesn't seem to care about that. So and T. Mitchell, if you got your citizenship after coming here, you most of all should know that rules and regulations and everything that they said in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, because if anything, I have found that people that have applied for their citizenship know more than people that have grown up here. You know, for the Bill of Rights. YouTube live support. Oh, ET. Uh-oh. ET Lizard. I think I just. Sorry, ET Lizard. I just. You guys, I gotta try to fix this because I think I bend around people. Okay, there has to be a way to fix this. I am centered in it. It's just that right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reverse the. I accidentally banned two people that I shouldn't have. And I'm trying to fix that. Um, okay, now what I hid my notes. No, my teleprompter. Oh, guys, I'm having a little bit of a hard time here. Um, I'm trying to find the stream here. I'm gonna have to. Oh, okay. Guys, first of all, I want to apologize. Okay, ET Lizard should be fixed. Okay, ET Lizard, you should be able to come back on the stream. Now, there's another one that I know. Sleepy Raccoon. Oh, Sleepy Raccoon. I didn't do anything. That's just a scammer in themselves that tries to come in here to scare me. Now I'm trying to. I undid ET Lizard from being hidden. Now I am trying to undo Sleepy Raccoon. I'm kind of upset because they're good watchers. they're good subs, and now it's like I've banned them. Yeah, now I got to figure out how to do it for what's going on with. Hey Emily, welcome to the stream. I got to figure it out for Sleepy Raccoon. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You are in Area 5T1, where we do discuss the 5 Ts. We talk about transition, triathlon, trends, teaching, and tips. I can't believe I banned. It's just because I wanted to. No, there's people that come in and says YouTube live support, and then they and basically they try to pretend that they are YouTube, and basically they pretend that they're YouTube and that they're gonna ban you. So that's how this works now. Deja, welcome. Yeah, I like this. So I think, so what I am doing now is I actually paid so I can stream off a StreamYard, and now I can have the double streams where I'm vertical and horizontal. Sounds good. Chica, how are you? Welcome to the stream. The thing that gets me is I'm trying to get, because I accidentally banned someone that shouldn't have been, and I'm trying to take them off. Being banned. You got it? Okay. Yeah, I was able, like ET Lizards, I was able to go back and do in Kathy of the Glade will be tomorrow. Let's see, I don't see. we need to get I can't believe I banned her. Well, thank you, Deja. Yeah, ET Lizard, it's hard to. You were on YouTube, so it's hard to bring her back. ¿Todo está bien? It's hard to bring her back because I think she was on this format. Actually, Kathy, what it is off of StreamYard. So it's the app that we're using for our live stream. And I did end up paying for membership. And then what it does is it gives me the ability to stream vertically and horizontal. Su turno es que es de veras nomás buscar en diferentes canales. Si quieres darle que te guste el canal y que quieres una suscripción, por favor. So I do want to apologize to okay. I do want to apologize to well, I speak Spanish too, and I need to figure out how to reverse the. I accidentally banned Sleepy Raccoon, and I got to figure out how to fix that. Cool. That's the other problem is that it just welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. If anybody on there can tell me how to unban someone, that would be great. I had someone on here and I accidentally banned them when I was trying to ban someone else. And I am trying to bring them back. And I'm like, I'm trying over here on the YouTube end. I can't seem to find Sleepy Raccoon's messages. So they must have been. let's see, Deja, if I can do that. I don't have oh wait, community. Mirror posts. Mentions. Subs. See all subs. I think I'm finding it. There's always Google. Here we go. Into your active StreamYard broadcast studio. Okay. And let's see. So it says enter my studio, broadcast studio. Open the chat moderation. Look for the chat window or moderation tools. Yeah, it's for StreamYard. I'm trying to find the chat moderation tools. That's the thing. Yeah, like I said, DJ StreamYard is going to be a little different. I'm trying to get in StreamYard and see if I can figure it out. Hello, Big. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm just, at this time right now, I'm just trying to unban someone from here that I accidentally banned. So mm, mm, feel bad because I didn't want to do that to Sleepy Raccoon. Um, some messages are coming in through YouTube. Some are coming in through StreamYard. It's something I'm finding strange. I don't find it. Hmm, let's see. Oh, I can ban them, Kathy. They're gone. Same with Ebig. He needs to go because exactly what he said. I just need to figure out how to unban someone. It Here it like bans them. That's the thing. But it the thing that's bad is I can't unban uh, Sleepy Raccoon, which is kind of upsetting because they're a good member. I'm gonna have to contact them somehow. I banned them on StreamYard. Thank you very much, ET Lizard. I wonder if it'll allow them back on YouTube, because I had accidentally banned ET Lizard on here, but it's a long conversation and time. There is a video to that on my friend's channel at Life Take Two. I'll see if I can find it for you. It's actually kind of a, right now it's survival mode with what we see going on in the country. I will send it to you right now. My friend Jenny and I did an interview where we're talking about what's going on. And apologize, you guys. Let's see. I'm on her channel right now as we speak. Yes, it is. Here and funny because I have the same hoodie on in the here. Check out this video. And it's pretty good because we both went down the rabbit hole with that one to see if it's true. And it absolutely is. We both wanted to believe it wasn't, that it was just AI generated, or but that's, like I said, we went down the rabbit hole and found that it's true. Okay, you guys, I'm trying to find how to unban Sleepy Raccoon. Okay. I can already pick up what it is, and you wouldn't want to watch it. I mean, just read the words. It just, you'll pick up on it just from what he says. Guys, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Everyone is welcome here. Please keep your comments respectful, such as Macho here is not meeting those standards. We can ban him if we want to. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe. We started off at 3,000 subscribers. The numbers go up and down, so let's keep it. We're at 2,998 right now, so let's get it back to the 3,000 and above. Okay, so hopefully Sleepy Raccoon is listening to this. They'll be able to join us probably on the next stream. So I was just looking at how to reverse it. I can't reverse it on this stream, but they should be able to join the next stream from what I gather. I did find their YouTube, but they are unable to join us. They don't have an email to send a message to, so if they are out there, please do join us again this afternoon's. I do apologize to them this afternoon's. Well, let's do that. I figured he's not such a good influence in here. So we should be able to get Sleepy Raccoon back. Right now, if they're watching, hopefully they are. We can let them know that that was an accident, nothing against them, and they can. Sleepy Raccoon, I'm sorry. I really apologize for that. I was trying to ban someone else, and I accidentally clicked on you. I was trying to click the one that said they were the YouTube, moderator or from YouTube, basically. And I was trying to reverse it because I had accidentally done the same thing to ET Lizard, and ET Lizard was able to reverse. But I couldn't find a way how to do yours. And I've been trying everything. I've been looking it up and everything. Yeah, I felt bad. Well, thank you. Tomorrow we're going to have Kathy of the Glade on here. One thing I want to say is it is scheduled for 5 p.m. Pacific time. And we'll discuss the good old who, what, where, why, and how, and we'll try to put more into it. I also want to do a live stream. I'm going to try to get a couple of people in here, actually. I do want to interview a friend whose house was, and it's been a while now. I've been wanting to make this video. One of the first people that probably from our community got invaded by Homeland Security, and it's over in Florida. So I think that it would be great to guys. I have signed up for 2 triathlons now for the year. Today I will probably be going for a run or a bike ride or both. Just putting some lotion on my hands. Are feeling kind of dry. I'm glad to have you back, Sleepy Raccoon, because I was feeling very So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Um, yeah, I like it too. I bought some Aero bars. They arrived yesterday. Um, new, basically tape for the handlebars. The other was looking a little worn down. I do want to do some Gem X work this weekend. Um, I got to sign up for triathlon number 3. So that's the minimum we're going to do. There may be more. Yeah, and uh, that's the important thing to remember is like evaluate what you want to do. If you're going to do like bike ride, like it's important just to have the right size of bike for yourself. Um, and if you're going to try to do a triathlon, you can try a Walmart special. You can do it on you know um, you know on a mountain bike. You don't have to have. Yeah, it varies because like my road bike has like 100 pounds of air in the tires. So the only thing about that, and but that's how they're made, um, is that if you hit a solid pothole, you will get a flat. That's happened to me plenty of times, and I'm big on flats. So also, if you're going to be bike riding, get yourself a good pair of shorts with a chamois in there. It's very important. It's nice and padded, and um, it'll keep you dry. There, I was watching some videos myself on, um, certain, uh, on, basically like ways to turn, ways, how you ride when you keep straight, and, how to be more aero, how you want that stuff when you are riding. Please do hit that like button, subscribe. Let's get back up to our 3,000 mark. We're currently at 29.98. Um, just that plus or minus happens from time to time. I am going to start trying to do new merch this weekend. I do have a 3-day weekend due to Martin Luther King Day. If that's what it's still called, in this presidency, you don't know some days um, what the holidays are called. Um, so I will have 3 days off. So what I am doing here is I'm trying to. Okay, so it is showing that we are streaming off the my computer and my cell phone off of streaming software. Oh, okay. I'm seeing it now. Yeah, it is. Yes, Sleepy Raccoon. It's a swim bike run. It's a quarter-mile swim, 10-mile bike ride, and a 5K. Yeah, Sleepy Raccoon. It has been exhausting, and I think they're trying to get the American people to just give up. And I think what they're trying to do is they're going off. They're going after one marginalized group after another. Um, so we started off. They were going after immigrants, or really, they said that was the criminals in the immigrants, and then they just started grabbing anyone, and now they're, um, you know, grabbing innocent people that are even white. Uh, and last night I was watching uh, independent media here on YouTube, and one of the biggest things that caught my attention was something I said long ago, and I determined that I was right. Is during all this time, why haven't we heard anything from the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers, even the Boogaloo Boys, all militias, that are out there? And the reason probably is why, because most of these ICE agents are probably the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers, and you know, uh, these are, and all of them are actually, you know, people that aren't really trained in that. They're really racist people that, in fact, they were interviewing one ICE agent yesterday, and they said, "What if you didn't get paid for this or get your $40,000 bonus at the beginning?" He said, "I'd still do it for free." Well, yeah, they're, people that want to clean up the country by, you know, white Christian nationalism. Um, so that's what they're trying to make, a uh, white Christian nationalist, cisgender, heterosexual society. Actually, yeah, ET Lizard. I was watching another independent news media site, and a journalist came on there, a left wing journalist, and she said she applied for ICE and just to see what they would do. And what happened is they gave her the, and I work for the federal government, so, and I've transferred to different places, and you do it every time you go to a different place. You have to apply. You get a letter that says your application has been accepted. Then when you get an offer for an interview, you get another email. Then they give you an offer, and so this girl said she applied. They sent her the letter of acceptance of her application. Then they asked her to go interview. Then she got a letter of a tentative offer, because that's what the government does. They give you a tentative offer. And then they asked her to go do all these background checks and fingerprinting and stuff. And then they didn't do she didn't do all that. And they still sent her the final offer. And the final offer is the one that says, here's what we're going to pay you. Here's the day you start. Here's all this. And she got that. And she hadn't even done all the drug testing, all the, uh, background check and all that. And they basically offered her the job without doing that. And so, they basically they're proving that they're hiring anyone. Um, yeah, I remember when he came into office, um, and we had to every week, every day, but no, every week have those 5 things I did last week, and I had a basically a template, and I would just copy the same thing, send it every week. My thing was I never, I actually wanted to almost um, take Doja's offer at one point, and then just go get a job somewhere else. Yeah, and see, I like myself, I had not come out. Uh, I was still presenting as my dead self like this to work, and then um, so I wouldn't be able to transition safely because it was after the start of the administration that we that uh, I would start transitioning, and now where are we? It's just it's horrible. People can't be themselves in this administration. Yeah, basically, no purple wigs allowed. And whether it's purple or blonde or what, plus then there were some very, very, uh, I worked with some very, very right winged people that would, not accept um, who I was or who I truly am. I shouldn't say who I was or who I truly am. And that's unfortunate because New Mexico is also a sanctuary state, just like California. Yeah, many are leaning, um, and it's unfortunate the oath that we have to make. But yet, when we look at the oath that we make when we get hired, it is the same oath that the military takes. Hey, Joe, welcome to the stream. And it says that we have to protect against enemies, foreign and domestic. And yeah, even here in California. ET, what part of California are you in? Even and like it says, enemies, foreign and domestic. And when we're seeing this little war going on throughout our nation right now, who are the enemies? That's the problem. How will they, you know, and Something I was seeing last night, and I think it has to start going that way, is the Black Panthers are back protecting certain streets. Um, oh, okay. I might be going to NoCal in the next week and a half to Sacramento. So I was watching a video where they were showing that the Black Panthers are actually back and protecting people. Oh, okay. So yeah, they're back out there and protecting others and trying to, you know, get people's. Well, I'll contact. I'll see if I'm still in between whether I'm gonna go or not, but well, I'll discuss it later on my later stream. Um, there's a couple of things going on with that, whether I'm gonna go or not. But long and the short of it, like I was saying, the Black Panthers are back. From what I hear, I was watching a video and they are protecting the people. They're out there with their, with their firearms, walking around in their uniforms. And when I was watching that last night, I actually think that more groups like that need to show that they'll stand up to the government. Because what's happening, I think, is on the left, people are trying to do all this peaceful protesting. They're doing all this peaceful protesting. They're the ones getting hit with tear gas and everything. I think there's a point where the people are going to have to stand up to, ICE at a level like the Black Panthers, and and defend themselves. And I think that it's going to take a while, but it may happen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Remember, you are in Area 5T1. I don't know, Danny, what do you call it? Okay, so Danny, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Guys, please remember to vote for Thomas in America's Favorite Pet contest. Thomas is my Dalmatian mix, who is deaf. You can do 1 vote per day for him. Some people have actually paid for extra voting. He is currently in 12th place. He made the second round in 16th. They took the top 20 dogs, and he did land in that. So I think the highest he's gotten is around 8th. So let's try to make him to a number 1. I don't think I can vote for him. It would disqualify him. So let's get everybody on the channel here to vote for him. Yes, ET. Yeah, they're $1 a piece, and they all go towards nonprofit charity Pause. And at that, I have looked up to see if it's a legit charity, and it is. I didn't want to misguide people to something, and I went down the rabbit hole and researched them, and yes, they're legit. My friend has her cat in, and her cat is in 3rd. Because there's a cat category, there's dog category, and her cat's in 3rd. Exactly. Us Exmos do love our research. Needle, welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Gonna move, grow, age with Ross. Needle Bus, I don't really understand your comment there. Gonna move, grow, age with Ross. I haven't done a video with Exmo content recently, ET Lizard. I think I have to do one. As always, guys, on Tuesday, I will try to be on Ladder Daily Digest. That's always a fun channel to be on. Lots of Exmo channels that I like to participate in. Definitely, I'll have to say Ex-Mormon Snark is probably one of the best ones. They do a fun job just joking around, those two. Yeah, Tuesdays with Tim is fun. I think it went overboard though for the Christmas one. We just went on these crazy tangents, and I think Tim had every right that day to be kind of a little upset because Christmas carols or hymns were just it was just going, it went sideways. Um, I Someone told me I would apply for a new job at the VA not in New Mexico, but in Las Vegas, Nevada. I have a friend that worked with me in New Mexico, and she moved to Las Vegas, and I don't know if I'm going to go visit her soon or what, but I know that's where Kristen lives. And so if I go out there, I will probably have to send her a message to visit or to meet up, so I can get the official matriarchal blessing from her. Yeah, ET. I'd I'd love to be. I can listen to it on the way home. Just the family home evening one starts later in the day, and that day I work 10:30 to 7, and I get off like this week I will be able to listen to it completely. But when I get off at 7, I jump onto the trolley out there in La Jolla and ride it, and it takes about an hour to get down to my car. And the transit authority asks, out of respect, just to not be listening to devices without headphones. I always forget to take my headphones. Um, and uh, oh, it was. I have it written here. It was cool. I read it on my one of my streams the other day. I didn't think she'd pick me next, Megan, but that was cool of her to pick me second. And I'll read it anytime for my for my subscribers, so I can go spelunking. Well, at least it's not counseling appointments with Jody Hildebrandt. That lady was nuts. What's crazy is how many people we know that were probably sent to Jody Hildebrandt. You know, my ex and I went to counseling with the church before our divorce. I'm wondering if I don't remember who. I mean, this was in Florida, but I don't know if she might have gone out to Florida and we got, you know, counseled by her. That lady is nuts. Let's see what my phone is texting. I'm actually going to order some ex-Mormon snark merch. I have to. I like the t-shirts or Yeah, exactly. I mean, and the fact is that they could, share everything that you told to the bishop. Yeah, some of the decals would be cool. I want a T-shirt, the black one. I think it kind of, if you get the white one, it still shows being a little Mormonish. But if you get a black one, it kind of sways away from that. In fact, I work right across. I mean, you when you walk out into the parking lot, even out some of the windows in some of the exam rooms at my work, you can see the San Diego Temple. So I work right in La Jolla, right across from it. I have to say, the building just catches your attention because it is such a nice building, but when you know what goes on inside, it changes everything. Yeah, I like how she's trying to get Megan to be a little more liberal on her dress. Like wants her to, be a little more on the wild side. I mean, they're two personalities that are very different, but yeah, I've liked Kiki. And yeah, yeah, she is. Megan had actually, who was it? Jean actually threw out there to Megan to go help me pack up when I moved from Albuquerque to California. And she was so, oh yeah, I'll go help you. Now, I didn't really, I never said anything. It would have been cool to meet her in person. I think right now, one of the people I am encouraging to come out this way is Exmo Joe. And they've even talked about, since San Diego weather's so good, we've all talked about doing like maybe a meetup here in San Diego. I think it would be cool to bring for all of them to come out here, and we could do an episode of Tuesdays with Tim uh, on here. We could set up a camera. I would even say like either at one of the beaches or even here at my place. I think it would be cool and have it like in a conference style. Yeah, he is very cool. And yeah, him and Randy both. And they said, "Oh, can't we?" Because I was in Albuquerque. I think the closest one would have been Megan, and she was so quick to say, "Yeah," and I was just like, you know, uh, and I never, asked for the assistance and all that. And it's just like, but in the end, I just did it all myself. But yeah, now they're talking about wanting to do like a meetup here in San Diego. I would totally do it. I would even bought. I've already told my family. I'm like, oh, if anything, I said I'm gonna have some friends over. I said some friends that I've met online on YouTube. Yeah, it was. It was. That was. That's kind of funny that it happened. And I like how she calls it her dumb cousin. It's a good thing because that's exactly what she was. Um, or is still. She's sitting there rotten in prison, basically. It's amazing how many crimes have been committed by members of the church, which before you probably would not have ever, as you know, as you were TBMs, would never expect that to happen. You know, to me, when I was a TBM, I was like, oh yeah, no, that's not true. This will never happen. I remember I had so many things on the shelf that I said, oh no, that's not true. Like when I found out about Mark Hoffman and the salamander letter and stuff, I'm like, oh, and then I don't know if you've ever watched The God Makers. Uh, that was an interesting little film to watch, and say, oh well, these are things that are just popping up. So to challenge my faith, and that's exactly what I said, and I would just throw it on the shelf, um, and you know, I and I wasn't even like. Um, when I me, I wasn't. I did become a big in prepper. Um, yeah, I saw both films, um, and they're impressive to watch. Um, because what I saw first was here on YouTube was the little cartoon that comes out on it, and Temple of the about the God Makers, and then I ended up watching the whole little documentary, and I ended up watching the whole documentary, and and you know it, yeah, and you know, and then it was like I'm like, no, this was put here just to kind of challenge my faith, and you know, it was just a shelf item. I was like, oh yeah, boom. Yeah, I became a total prepper. Like when I started, and I when I noticed it had a lot of Mormon influence in it was when I started watching Doomsday Preppers, the TV show. I started noticing that a lot of people were in that Mormon, in those Mormon belt states, you know, in Utah, Arizona. You know, they had all these fancy bunkers, uh, and then the food storage started getting me because how well they knew to do food storage. I was like, there's something about this. Um, so I really, really started uh, when I got into it. I really wanted to buy land to build a bunker. I was even looking at stuff with maybe an old missile silo because those are where you can build several levels. You can clean them up, and you can have each person do their own type of work on each level. So, for example, we could do a medical level, and I wanted to be the medical person that would help out. Um, and then people would help cook and everything. That, yeah, um, the prepper mentality really, really got in me. I I didn't purchase like hundreds or even close to 1,000 firearms like one of my friend did. Uh, I just had my three basics, especially living in Florida and New Mexico. I had my pistol, my shotgun, which I still own both, and I had my AR-15. And my friend was a gunsmith, so he would build them for everybody in the church. But he himself owned hundreds of firearms. And he said in the end, it was all just to help he said one day the church was going to be challenged and it was going to be to protect the church. So yeah, they definitely have that mentality of, something's going to challenge us. Oh, wow. Yeah. And in Florida, we kind of had them. It was good to be prepared. Like, I think Megan has said it, it's good to have your to-go bag. I do still have a to-go bag. Um, and um, so I can just load it up and go in my car. Actually, it's not completely full. I still need to put like clothes in it and maybe a couple MREs, but um, like Megan said, after her going to the floods there in Kerrville, it's important to have some stuff ready, but not years and years worth of food. As they teach, they said to have, I remember learning what, a year's worth of food, if not more, um, in case someone in the family loses a job, but it's there's sometimes it gets too much. And I remember always going to Mormon friends' houses, and you open their coffee table, and underneath there were all this food prep. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Amador County. Oh, I see where you're located. Not far, like you said, not far from Sacramento. About an hour and a half. Yeah, like I said, this whole ice thing's getting out of control. Yeah. And yeah, and it's probably because they'll pull. They probably. Well, I'm thinking there's probably some blackmail in there, like that they'll pull funding or something. Um, because in the end, they also get some taxpayer money, to be able to fund certain projects by police, and they may end up funding them more if they comply. So I don't know, especially like when you see the Minneapolis mayor and the governor of Minnesota, how they said the police and National Guard would be deployed, and yet they haven't. Keep getting like what sounds like text messages. But I'll tell you, when it comes to ICE, it's ridiculous what's going on. They're going beyond what they should actually be doing. Yeah, exactly, because it's no rules are applying to them. And basically, and I said it from, like I said earlier in the video or in the stream, I told my friend, I said, okay, ET Lizard, I'll probably be back on live tonight, probably around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So if you want to join us then, that'll be cool. I'll probably be signing off soon. I got stuff to do to my bike, and hopefully GemX. And thank you for being part of the 3,000 mark. Now we just move on to that 5,100. Oh, welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm just trying to see, we're at 2:07. We're going to go to a 2.5 hour mark, and then I've got a couple of things to do to my bike. As many of you know, this year I've signed up for 2 triathlons already. I'm going to go for 3. And I've got some modification due to my bike. I'll probably do some, well, I don't know if I may do some resto mod work to the GemX on Monday. We'll see, if not later in the afternoon. So the bike, I will be adding some aero bars today, some new, basically it's handlebar tape, and probably go for a ride. I started at age 48, was my first triathlon. I'm 55 now, so what, 7 years now. I haven't done one in a while because when COVID hit, they shut them down. So that's when I stopped, and I'm getting back. I want to get back into it. I was going to, even if I was still in Albuquerque. But now that I'm back here in San Diego and have the good weather uh, and at lower altitude, um, I'm definitely just going to do it. They do a triathlon series here in San Diego, um, and I'm going to do that. Um, the series, um, and you know try to see how it goes. There's 6 in the series. I'm going to try to do at least 3 of them, if not more. Um, Excuse me, guys. Just feeling the week of work. The good thing is, for I don't know how many of you are getting the holiday off, Martin Luther King Day. We are at my work. I am a federal employee, so that's one thing that we do get for sure. Oh, look at this. I've got the video up on YouTube now, both vertical and so welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Um, really, what part of San Diego, Emily? I'm trying to get the best center for the camera here. Um, no, they've been up. It's just that I haven't had them on. Let's see. I'm just trying to. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. So what I am trying to do is now I've got the dual live stream going on the YouTube page. I've got it going on here on StreamYard. So, and it's got the live feed there. So I'm trying to see. Okay, so no, rooted witness, that's a very good question. As you know, the state of our country lately has been very different. And there is much going on. So after being an activist for a long time, I found that at this time it's probably unsafe for me. And I am going to tell you why, and I'm going to give you a link because a friend and I found a specific memo written by a specific attorney general. And I don't want to land well said, Emily. Emily hit the nail on the head. I am posting the video if you want to check it out on the channel here. Go watch that video in which my friend yeah, and as I was stating earlier in the video, yeah, you got to be safe. We already saw the Somali Uber driver, how he was attacked, and he actually stood his ground very well. So please be careful out there. And yeah, it's just going to go one marginalized group at a time. So yeah, I ask everyone to be careful. And it's just going to go from one group to another. Because right now he's attacking every group. Every single group. I wouldn't mind having like I would love to have a group of people here of not just immigrants, but all the different groups that he is that are members of the groups he has gone after. Um, so I think it would be interesting. I think that at a certain point, all these groups are going to have to band together and find a way to protect each other. Because we're at an impasse where, yes, he is, Emily. You are right. He absolutely is. He's not like him. He is. I think at a certain point he is worse than him. He actually is. Hitler went after one group of people. We are now seeing um, even innocent citizens being going being sought after. Yeah, and unfortunately, it's going to become rich white nationalist Christians that are heterosexual and cisgender that are going to be basically, that's what this nation is going to be. And it has to be, a specific type of Christian. It's not going to be every single Christian group. It's basically, like I said, it's going to be people with power are going to have money. They're going to be of certain. They're going to be people with certain beliefs, certain Christian beliefs, um, and they're just going to continue to attack the people that aren't um, you know believing in their ideals. Yeah, I've noticed that. Rooted witness. Yes, a lot of people that are white males have stood up to the task, which is good. Cubby Drew, that's true. Welcome to the stream, guys. Please, everyone, please put a vote for Thomas in. He's up for Pet of the Year or America's Favorite Pet. He's doing good in the standings. So please vote for him. He is in 12th place. I don't know what place he has to come in to stay in the running. It's still got 5 days to go on this round. So I have done some promo for him. I'm just trying to get everybody here in the stream to vote for him. So let's get him up there. Yeah, I've noticed, Rooted Witness, that there are some that are there defending it. And earlier I was stating that we're starting to see some old organizations that are popping back up that are also defending freedom of people in this nation. One being the Black Panthers. I've seen them out, newscasts showing them out there, walking around with their rifles on. You know, that they're not afraid to stand up to ICE. And yes, it is amazing to see, it's actually pretty cool to see that. And that's what we need, is more ex-military, more veterans, to show that they are standing up for this. Because really, if you look at it in the end, what's going to happen, many people that are conservatives, probably these are people, you know, if they own farmland or whatever, they're probably the ones that hire many of the immigrants that are out there and pay them less for their hard work. People don't realize that. When the food prices start to go up, that's when they're going to realize what they're doing. Well, I'm going to have to end the stream. I want to thank everybody for coming out here. I like the fact that now we do have a vertical and a horizontal stream. We're going to keep trying this, see how it does work for the channel, see if basically I'm going to try it tonight and see if we get more views, and hopefully it continues to work out this way. I do want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you, Sleepy Raccoon. Once again, I apologize for what happened. Everyone have a great day. I've got a couple of videos to film for the channel, at least one, and I'll It's probably going to be short and concise. It's going to be more stuff on my bike. And please have a great day. Thank you for joining me here. Remember, I am Jules. All of you are my gems. And you are in Area 5T1. Thank you.